you have already taken anthropology, so you know what exactly is anthropology. How does scoring generally work in optional? Optional May, the top 1% are going to score extremely high. The subject anthropology for UPSC is a relatively small, filtered kind of subject in comparison to what the total sort of anthropology is. Anthropology, you have what is culture, what is society, and just 6 institutions. And each of those 6 institutions, you'll have 4 or 5 different sort of topics. That's it. So, khatam. Anthro mein aap seekhoge, anthro mein aap karoge, hard work karoge, and you will see your other sort of classmates probably not doing this, from other sort of subjects and all of this. It doesn't matter. The 1000 pages, then last minute mein aake puchenge ki matlab isko hum kaise revise karenge, kaise study karenge, how do I basically write this, how are the other people basically doing it? You understand, right? It becomes very, very difficult. You want to basically become a topper. Generally, anthropology se prelims mein bhi bahut benefit aapko hote hain. See, here's the thing. So we'll basically start with Anthro Foundation batch. What I'm expecting from you, in this period. Okay, first of all, you have already taken anthropology, so you know what exactly is anthropology. Anthropology is one of the subjects that you have to take, in your optional, for your optional, okay, amongst a choice of different kind of subjects. And one of the subjects mein aapko lena hai, and within a very short period, you've got to be an expert in that particular subject. Right? Okay, you've got to be an expert in that particular subject. There is a difference between GS and optional. Okay, optional jo bhi hai, GS tends to be at a school level, okay, more or less, schoolish kind of level, and optional is something that is not even bachelor's, it is actually at the master's kind of a level. So ek subject mein you've got to be an expert. How does scoring generally work in optional? Optional mein the top 1% are going to score extremely high. You get the picture, right? So it is not exactly ki what have you written and what is your score. It is a relative sort of a curve. Top 1%, they will score well. Top 5% might be able to get into the list depending upon their categories and things like this. Baki 95% in most of the options will generally not be able to make it. So essentially what you have is that you have to try to be an outlier. What do you have to be? You've got to be an outlier. Okay, kaise banoge us level ke, how do you basically get to the top 1%? Pehle you've got to be in the top 1% or at least the top 10% of this particular batch. Okay, of this particular batch. Okay, so Anthro is a good subject. Every single year the marks can be good. Okay, what you write. Okay, it's kind of, there is a right answer. And there is the wrong sort of an approach, So when you write the right sort of answer, it is very difficult to sort of make them cut marks. Okay, you can actually make your evaluators make it very difficult for them to cut marks. Okay, so you can get your 300, you can get your 160, you can get 160 plus in both the subjects without much of a difficulty if you have done all the right things and if on that particular day you're able to kind of execute. Okay, utna difficult nahi hai. Okay, in anthropology yesterday in the session I had mentioned this also, key orientation mein there is something called as predictability. I feel anthro mein generally more or less in sync with what we cover. More or less what we basically decide and what we prepare our students for in those 3 months, in those 2.5 months, usi ke ird-gird hi aate. So there is a very strong possibility that you could do really well in your very first mains. I always tell my students, okay, don't let everybody know ki matlab kya kar rahe ho. Don't put too much stress on yourself. Sit back, okay, find out what is to be done. Okay, learn what is to be done, learn the nuances of this exam, learn the nuances of scoring. What are they expecting? How do I basically get to that particular point? How do I do all the right things and ensure ki matlab sab kuch maine kar liya, go to the exam, everything is going to be good. You understand, na? And just do it. Okay, and use me as much as possible. So you have me, you try to use me as much as possible. Okay. So anthropology essentially is going to be the study of humans, but there are different aspects of humans. It's actually a quite vast subject. You can make it a vast subject if you're looking at anything and everything that is related to man. But the subject anthropology for UPSC is a relatively small, filtered kind of subject in comparison to what the total sort of anthropology is, right? Yesterday also I had mentioned this key anthropology is something jahan pe you have few different kind of modules. In fact, I'll take some examples. These are the modules, right? So what are the modules here? You have biological, physical, anthro, social, cultural, anthro, Indian society, tribes, primates, fossils, archaeo, theories, and some miscellaneous. This will be the order in which we cover, and these are going to be the 6 modules that you have. Each of these modules, you can spend your lifetime in it. But you get to spend a lot less sort of time. So UPSC has sort of like filtered down the subject to make it very manageable, right? So for example, if I say socio-cultural, within socio-cultural, anthropology, ठीक है, you have what is culture, what is society, and just 6 institutions, and each of those 6 institutions में you'll have 4 or 5 different sort of topics. That's it. So मतलब खत्म. Okay, but actually you could be an expert in that one sort of institution, within that one particular area of that institution, and spend your entire sort of lifetime there, your post PhD kind of lifetime in that particular area. So it can be vast for that particular person, but for you, okay, it is relatively well it's a well sort of defined kind of syllabus, kitna breadth kitna depth. Okay, the order in which we go is biological and physical sort of anthro. It is good if we can basically get that out of the way. Okay, develop the conceptual sort of clarity. Isse aapka prelims also basically sort of improves. Generally anthropology से prelims में भी बहुत benefit आपको होते हैं. Okay, at least 10-15 marks easily you can get it. ठीक है, if you're at 85, if you've done your anthropology really well, the foundation is kind of thorough. ठीक है, मतलब you are going to push your score from 85 to 100. ठीक है, just because of other extra knowledge that has come from your anthro. It can be more, it can be less. ठीक है, but generally होते हैं. Especially biology kind of questions, मतलब यहाँ से बहुत सारे आते हैं. I'll show you some examples some other day. And that is that. And then we basically go to socio-cultural. Okay, biology में what do we cover? We basically cover what is evolution. In the upcoming sessions, I'll basically tell you what is evolution. We talk about like why different sort of humans are kind of so different. Okay, उसके reasons क्या है? We'll study genetics. Okay, genetics is essentially how we inherit things, right? Okay, why do some people have certain kind of hair? Why do some people basically go bald? Why do some people basically have propensity to sort of get certain kind of diseases? Okay, what is very useful things in life. Okay, this subject is basically very useful things in life, and I think this everybody should basically know this particular subject to a great extent. Okay, because it is required. Okay, so in today's world, if you see in the West, there is genetic counseling. There is genetic screening. So, there are a lot of diseases for which, you don't have to basically find out at a much later sort of a stage. You can actually figure it out, in the beginning itself. But uske liye, you've got to know what is, genetic screening. How do you do it? Okay? How do you, these kind of things. I think it is very useful skills for life. Okay, not for UPSC alone. UPSC के लिए तो of course it is, but it's also very useful for life. Okay, when you walk into, if you are a person who basically walks into a hospital, okay, and if it is for one of your relatives, and the second you basically sit down with, that smell of the hospital, the tests, and speaking to the doctor, and the subsequent sort of tests, and मतलब ये सब अगर आपको बहुत डर लगाता है, because you're just very ignorant about what is going on. What I would say is, this is something that you should definitely, it'll help you to a great extent. Okay? It helps you to a great extent. Okay, that is what we are going to start with. Then you're going to move to social-cultural anthropology. Social-cultural anthropology, maybe we have what is society, what is culture, what is civilization. Okay, what are marriage, family, kinship, economic, political, religious kind of institutions. Okay, that's basically what we have in social-cultural anthropology. And uske andar you have some subtopics. Okay, then we have Indian society. How do you basically understand Indian society from the point of view of anthropology? There are many different sort of theories that are there, many different kind of concepts and frameworks through which you can basically look at Indian society and try to understand Indian society. Okay, but we have again been given 8-10 topics दिए हुए. Okay, what are those? Okay, it's like your if I have to basically understand how does the rural sort of economy basically work, okay, back in the day, it used to be something called as a Jajamani system or Yajamani system or Genmi system, depending upon which part of the country, which region you're actually from. Different sort of names given to different sort of places. If you want to understand, what makes a particular social group kind of dominant, for that you have certain kind of concepts and frameworks that have been given by our scholars like Great M and Srinivas, dominant caste. If you want to understand social change, even with social change, rather than saying, unke papa ke time mein they were basically wearing these kind of clothes. Take my great grandparents, when they have their pictures from pre-independence, I see them, sitting on this large chair, take much larger for him, for his body shape. Okay, there's no shirt. Okay, and then he has this vibhuti all over his body, and then basically sitting like this, right? The grandparental sort of generation, I can see them, standing. There is a particular way, but like if I come here, that is a very formal sort of a picture that was taken, let's say maybe 100 years ago. Okay, and if I basically come to class today in that way, it's very, very different. Okay, so it's going to be inappropriate in today's time period, because what we consider as formal today in Indian society has changed. This is basically social change. इसको पढ़ने के लिए भी we have certain kind of concepts, theories, frameworks that have been given by scholars. So when you study social change in anthropology, आप क्या कर रहे हो? You're basically trying to study social change through, using the concepts, theories, frameworks of anthropology. उसके लिए you have westernization. ठीक है, is this westernization? Sometimes, you also have something called as Sanskritization. ठीक है, is it Sanskritization? Okay, there is something called modernization. Right? So is it modernization? So you understand, right? So you will basically be given these kind of concepts and theories and frameworks to be able to understand what is Indian society. ठीक है, उसमें भी you have, right? There is a field view, there is a book view. ठीक है, book view is basically any kind of ideas that you're able to understand, glean some kind of information, some sort of insights about Indian society, ठीक है, through the textual books, through mythologies, ठीक है, through classical sort of text. That might be very different from what is on the ground. What is the ground sort of reality? Ground sort of reality happens because anthropologists go and stay there, ठीक है, see, okay, spend a good amount of time, live that particular life. They participate in that life. They observe whatever they observe, right? Then they, comment on it. That becomes the field view. So you have the book view, there is a field view. So you understand, right? So Indian society, what you do in your GS is very schoolish level, and yahan pe it is at a different level. Okay, so in any academic sort of discipline, you've got to be able to use that discipline in analyzing whatever it is that you're analyzing. Okay? Tribes of India, probably the highest weightage. If you break it down like this, Tribes of India probably has the highest weightage. And again, this highest weightage really depends कि आप कैसे choose करते हो. But I would definitely say that you have to make it, part of your, next 1 year ka ek goal, that when it comes to the Tribes of India, they cannot be a better expert than me, at least at the student sort of level. Okay? At least at the student sort of level, at least at your own sort of competition kind of level. You get the picture, right? And the reason I say this is that, if you want to have a very high kind of score, okay, it is very difficult to have the highest kind of score without being an expert when it comes to Tribes of India. Okay? And ye aapke mains mein hi nahi, this is also, in fact, almost all of my students who are not a working professional. Okay, if you're a working professional, it might not have gone into this particular area. They have something else to basically quiz you. But every anthro student, generally, 9 out of 10 anthro students are going to be quizzed on Tribes of India. And they're very curious to know, okay, because you are the expert, when it comes to, 8.6% of the Indian population. Okay, 10 crore plus population ka expert is basically you. So in case there is any kind of developmental issue or any kind of diversity, anything about the tribes, they are kind of curious ki what does an anthropologist basically have to say about this particular issue about the tribes, right? So even in interview, it is going to go here. So that time you should not be ki matlab, sorry, I have not had the time to revise my notes in anthropology. ठीक है, कह सकते हो, it's not a big deal, ठीक है, but it is your territory. Okay, like they don't know enough about Tribes of India like you do. Okay, so it's in your best interest to basically own this particular module. Then you have primates, fossils, and archaeo. Primates, fossils, and archaeo is essentially the topic of how did we become how we have become. Okay, why do we look like this, right? Our closest sort of cousins are a lot hairier, a lot furrier. Okay, and they are not as erect as us. Right? What are the skeletal sort of changes? What has essentially changed in my brain that allows me to speak to you, right? Or to have a lot more sort of complexity in the kind of sounds that I produce. And that complexity in the sounds, okay, it's just basically sound waves traveling through, okay, reaching your eardrums. From your eardrums, basically it basically sends that signals to your brain. Your brain basically sort of, decodes the sound, okay, into meaning. Right? And then you and I are able to communicate. And we do this a little more, in comparison to somebody else. Okay? Other sort of species. That does not mean that they don't communicate. Okay? In fact, there are, species that basically are able to communicate using, American Sign Language or sign language. Okay? There are animals, that have been trained to be able to recognize thousands of words in English. Okay? So, such examples वगैरह है. Okay? And they have a better sort of working memory. There are many things. Okay? So how are we different? How are we similar to the other sort of species around us? Okay? Entire primates, we basically share 96%. The farthest cousin to us, relative to us, basically shares 96% of the same sort of DNA sequence, depending upon how you basically see the DNA. Okay? And the closest ones, it's almost 99.8%. Okay, you and chimpanzee, us and chimpanzee bonobos, okay, we share basically 98.8% of the DNA. Literally, we are the same. ठीक है, 1.2% difference, right? And that is that. Then you have theories and some miscellaneous. So यहाँ पे linguistic anthro, how do you basically do research in anthropology? ठीक है, in physics and chemistry, basically you know how you do, right? So there's a whole sort of procedure. Similarly, you also have certain kind of procedure here. ठीक है, when you're a practicing sort of anthropologist, you will get to use all of these. When should I use what kind of techniques, what kind of tools, what kind of methodology, right? What is hypothesis, right? What is what is null hypothesis, what is alternative sort of hypothesis? How do I basically say what I want to say in a scientific sort of manner? Okay, how do I basically make it testable, verifiable, right? Un sab ke liye you have this, and this also basically deals with qualitative data. Physics, mathematics, bio, anybody in sciences, basically it is a lot more sort of quantitative sort of data. Okay, you have a lot of data, and you can use any kind of statistical sort of tools, but you can do that for your qualitative data as well. ठीक है, and in fact, like some qualitative data can also be quantified as well. Okay, उसके लिए भी कुछ softwares वगैरह भी है, ठीक है, so we'll take a look at it. Is that kind of clear? I hope that you've gotten a decent idea about each of these modules. Okay, this is going to be the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and every one of these modules that I basically start, I'm going to start from scratch. ठीक है, so it doesn't matter कहाँ से आप start कर रहे हो, does not matter at all. ठीक है, every topic, in fact every day that I basically start, I'm going to start from the very beginning. Okay, so it will be something that you can handle. ठीक है, so any of these things में you can do it. मतलब I will always start from ABC. मतलब अगर ABC के पहले भी कुछ है तो basically I'll start with that. I'm not going to assume that you need to know anything. Okay, and we are going to go at that particular pace. We have enough time. Anthro basically allows us to छोटा subject है, in comparison to maybe something else. I don't think it's short, but relatively, ठीक है, it's a relative sort of comparison. So we can take our time, and I want to move after every one of you basically understands. And I will tell you who does well. Okay, students who basically attend these things live and who participate. Okay, so generally after assignments, I take a look at who is in the top group of this particular batch. Every batch में मैं देखता हूँ. Okay, it is always the students, 80 to 90% of the students who are basically in the top of the group. I don't know why. Okay, I don't have an idea why. Okay, but it turns out it is the students who are basically live attendees. Right? There are some exceptions as well. Okay, but they are very active. They whatever they see around. Okay, they connected to the topic that it has been covered, and then they basically get back to me. But the live students tend to do really well, probably because it's very interactive, and every once in a while I'm going to ask you things, Champe. I'm going to make your brain basically go in that particular direction, think. Okay, and it's basically active sort of learning. Okay, but if it's recorded, आपको पता है कि मतलब okay 10 सेकंड के लिए ब्रेक होगा, उसके बाद sir anyways he's going to explain. So your mind is basically not going in that direction. Maybe that is the reason, but it's a correlation. Okay, the ones who attend live, okay, they tend to do really well, but correlation need not be causation. Okay, so that's a disclaimer. You guys remember the 5-step process? How do you see? All of you are basically here, and you are doing anthropology. You're basically doing UPSC not because it is fun. Okay, but although I'll tell you, it is probably going to be the most fun years, right? I have students who basically tell me, after Labasna also, sir, I kind of miss those days of competition, right? I kind of miss the days of competition. I got a rank and all of this. Yes, Labasna is there, and now I'm basically moving and I'm specializing in a particular field, in a particular service. Okay, but those days when I really pushed myself, those late nights, okay, you calling me and quizzing me, okay, you keeping me up till late in the night before my mains, right? Okay, मतलब ये सब, these are all like some good memories. So good memories ही होंगे, but we are not doing this only for good memories. Okay, we are doing this with a very clear aim कि हमें, like, we want to basically clear this exam in your very first attempt, right? 10% of your batch is going to basically, probably get ahead than the 90%. Okay, sometimes 5%, sometimes the 1% basically gets far ahead. Okay, so how do you basically become part of the top pack? Okay, uske liye just see to this. In the shortest period, okay, within your 4 months, you should essentially have done quite a, what are the things that you should basically have gotten done? Or even after a particular module, what are the things that you should have gotten done? Okay, first thing is that conceptual clarity. Conceptual clarity का मतलब है कि, see, don't think what I have to basically remember or basically what I have to study, right? The most important thing is that, okay, I understand things. right? Okay, not what I have to remember, because what I have to study, what I have to remember essentially means ki, you will be doing this, even before the exam. Before the exam I have to basically revise, only then I can write it. Okay, so this is the most important step. If your concepts are clear, okay, half the job is done. Right, very, very simple. Okay, so anthropology, UPSC anthropology basically rewards your understanding, not necessarily mugging or writing a lot of things. Most of the material that you'll see in the market is basically filled with lots of facts, very little sort of analysis, very little sort of understanding. Okay, it is not about how much you write, it is your ability to basically show in a very limited space key that you understand. Second step is going to be, later I'll give you handouts, and class may I'll basically give you some things to write down, some dictation. Okay, so this is that. Okay, so this is going to happen after the class. Okay, this is basically where you revise or read what you have learned in class, what you have understood in class. Your first understanding should basically come from me, not by reading by yourself. Okay, because I can take you in a particular direction. Only after this I want you to sort of constrain. Okay, not just reading, okay, but really understanding and trying to use what you have read to be able to do the next part, which is going to be assignments. At least a few assignments for every single few answers for every single sort of assignment that I basically give you. These assignments are going to be open book. ठीक है, open book. I don't want you to write something जहाँ पे आपके memory से कुछ लिख रहे हो which is bad quality. ठीक है, वो कर लो आप GS में. ठीक है, optional level is very different. I want you to write the best sort of answers. ठीक है, the best sort of answers essentially means that these are kind of answers that you'll basically go to and read, and this becomes your. I don't want you to depend on anybody else. Okay, I want you to basically depend on what you have written and what I'm basically giving you. Okay, so when you look at what you have written, it should look good. It should be presented well. It should have a good structure. It should have good presentation. It must make you want to basically read it again. Is that kind of clear? Okay, and when you do this, right? So reading along with some assignments, at least some answers, if you can basically write, your learning actually becomes a lot more sort of active. Okay, so you have to start writing answers, because I don't want you to do all of these things post the course, right? Well, I'm here so that I can help you during the course. I want you to say, by the time we are basically done with this particular course, I want you to say, you are done with the course. Okay, you have completed. Okay, and slowly, as you write, after 3 assignments, 4 assignments, 5 assignments, by the time it is 7th and the last 8th assignment or whatever, okay, you'll slowly understand how to present in UPSC format. Whatever is basically asked of you, you'll be able to put it into UPSC format. I'll explain that also. Along with this thing, I will also say, make short notes, make it a habit. Nobody's going to teach you how to make short notes. I will. Okay, and this will basically help you a lot in revision. It will help you a lot in prelims also. Okay, most students have not made short notes, sir. It's not my thing. Okay, before you know it, no. Okay, your papers, for even for prelims, it will become like this. कैसे revise करोगे last minute में? It becomes very difficult. So I strongly suggest short note making. Anthro में आप सीखोगे, anthro में आप करोगे, hard work करोगे, and you will see your other sort of classmates probably not doing this, from other sort of subjects and all of this. It doesn't matter. जो बनाएगा ना, okay, he will always or she will always be ahead of everybody else. Okay, it'll help you a lot in revision later. So before the exam, you should not basically go back to anything. ठीक है, अगर आपका पॉलिटी का book है, it is basically like this big. How do you basically revise the whole thing? If it is a spectrum, each year spectrum is becoming bulkier and bulkier. How do you basically do it? ठीक है, ancient, medieval, culture. ठीक है, current affairs, ये सब करना मुश्किल है. Same thing. So try to develop this ability, and I will make you make your own sort of crisp notes, which is like equivalent to reading your handouts 10 times. वो एक है, ठीक है, and then basically comes the next wala stage, right? So here I want to focus on the first 4, जहाँ पे you are basically you're building a strong foundation. Okay, and when you go to the test series and you're competing with people, whether they are in the 6th attempt, 5th attempt, 4th attempt, 3rd attempt, 2nd attempt, or they're basically, literally they've spent their entire half a decade in this, it doesn't matter. When you go from here, after building your foundation till here, you should basically be able to go and dominate. Okay, this is that stage, practicing, executing. Okay, so here, you're not focusing on content, you're not focusing on all of these kind of things, content structure, how to write, all those things. You've basically done it here itself, and you've gotten the feedback. Okay, later you basically go to this and then try to execute it. Okay, how does it basically come out? Towards extra time loge, so it is not a problem at all. Is that clear so far? Please tell me that you have understood whatever I've said. Any prashna? Start getting used to typing. Okay, this is not your GS class. Okay, yahan pe aapko at a university level, there is no learning without participating. Okay. Okay. So who are the OS, SHM, KR, AU, PP. Be positive. Okay, you've got to be positive and you've got to manifest it. Now, if I'm asking you this particular question, okay, who's going to be the topper? Okay, who's going to be doing really well in this particular batch? Who's going to do all of these stages really well? Okay, who's going to get to the top of the batch? Okay, say it out loud, visualize it, manifest it. You've given me the name. Okay, good, good. See, it's easy to say that I will do it. Okay, it's good, but I'll just thoda sa ek disclaimer or thoda sa a little bit of caution. It's not that easy. Okay, every one of your classmates, they are your competitors. Okay, and they're also going to come extremely hard. Okay, and it is in their best interest key, they are ahead of you. Okay, and it's like in your best interest to you be ahead of them. Okay, so not as easy. Good, you guys seem confident. Okay, I remember the names. Okay, I'm going to hold you to account at least after the first module. They thank you if you've been able to do it. Okay, what will be the class cut timings? Again, keep these questions. I will basically handle this these kind of questions at the end. Okay. No, I will give my best. You've got to say and manifest. Okay, I am going to do it. Okay. See, one thing that I wanted to tell you also, ki handouts ke bare mein, handouts and notes, right? See, at the end of the day, you might basically address the demand of the question really well. GS mein na, it doesn't matter ki what is a person to your left writing, what is a person to your right writing, what is a person in front of you, what is a person after you basically writing. It's not going to matter so much, provided matlab aapne points वगैरह लिख लिया, it is relevant to the question, intro, conclusion, structure, everything is there. You will get your marks. That person is going to get the marks. This person, this person, this one, everybody is going to get marks. Optional ऐसा नहीं है. ठीक है, optional में ना, as I told you, right, it is the top 1% that is going to score the extreme highest kind of scores. ठीक है, what percent of the students? It is the top 1%. So for example, if I just tell you, which color do you want? कौन सा ले? Shall we go with purple? Let's see how that comes out. Okay, it is only the top 1%. Okay, most of the students I basically showed you yesterday who essentially did it in their very first attempt, okay, what they had essentially done is that they were able to get to the top 1%. Okay, it was not their day, ye hua, wo hua, completion, this, that, but still they were able to make it to the top 1% or top 0.5%. Most of them, if they've actually cleared, okay, it is because of their anthroka. Okay, now why did I actually bring this? This is about, okay, what you write in your paper. Okay, so when you write your answers, what ends up happening? Okay, what ends up happening is that you cannot write the same answer. If there are 20 people in this particular class, all 20 people basically write the same sort of answer, none of you are going to be in the top 1%. Forget about it. Okay, okay, so it's not going to work. Your paper has got to stand out. Like, you cannot write the same sort of introduction, same sort of conclusion, same sort of examples, same sort of structure also, because market mein na har ek saal ek hi kuch chalta hai. Okay, 9 out of 10 papers that we evaluate from students who are not from a foundation, exact same. Pata nahi ke kahan se. Okay, but us saal ke liye wohi hai for every single person. And then when I point this out, ki, somebody else has also written it. Are you guys friends? So do you know each other? Or matlab kya hai? No, they are like so shocked. I thought only I'm writing this. Everybody else is doing this. If you basically do the same thing as everybody else and you write it, despite you addressing the demand of the question, top 1% is out. Okay, you've got to find a way to stand out. You've got to find a way to make your paper stand out. Okay, so as much as possible, you protect your notes. Do not allow for it to basically sort of, to spread around and because ek banda bandi ke paas jayega na, and our material is very good. Okay, everybody wants it. Okay, but ek person ke liye jayega, to matlab it goes to everybody else. This has happened to us a few years ago. Okay, and then we had to really change to ensure ki wo students jo hai, who basically have lost that uniqueness, unke liye we had to basically do a lot more sort of hard work to ensure that they can actually still stand out. But they've already studied it. But now if they write it, somebody else is going to write the same sort of answers. It's become very difficult. Okay, you're just another sort of person. In the 20 members may itself, it's very difficult to say you'll be in the top. If you're in the 20 may, if you're basically the topper, that is still 5% only. Okay, but to say you're the best in that, in that 20 people also becomes very difficult. Everybody else is basically writing. So that is one thing. ठीक है? And to ensure कि मतलब हमारे material, just to try to protect you as much as possible, I will try to keep some blanks there. जहाँ पे आपको लिखना पड़ेगा, I'll basically sort of show you what is it, and I will dictate some parts and things like this. ठीक है? So there will be handouts that are provided to you with some blanks. Every handout में होना चाहिए. अगर मैंने नहीं दिया है, please do remind me. ठीक है? Because after it basically goes, उसके बाद I cannot protect you. Okay, so your answer should basically stand out, and I'll tell you, okay, what are the structural sort of elements that you should have. Matlab, everything will be guided. Okay, and handouts are going to be given only after the class is basically done. Okay, so I will basically give the handouts to the team, to the Sarrthi team. वो format वगैरह करेंगे, but I'll just tell them कि this is my class. ठीक है, उसके बाद आपको release करना है. Handouts are not going to be given before the class. ठीक है, is that clear? Is everybody clear? Handouts are basically going to be given after the class. Okay, please confirm that you understood this and it is registering in your head. It should not be one of the many things that I've basically covered today. In many of your subjects, right, they'll basically provide handouts वगैरह ready है. Okay, for you, what I'm doing is every single year, every single batch, I try to add a lot of unique things to your course. Okay, to our material, to our notes and everything, and then I basically provide you. Sometimes you basically ask some questions, उसके लिए require some extra explanation. I'll basically provide. मतलब I have to do a little bit of working after this. Okay, see, and there is a very strong reason. Okay, because I want you to basically understand everything without reading itself. Okay, if the notes are basically given early, मेरा पहला problem is basically people थोड़ा सा mind becomes switched off. ठीक है, participation basically comes down. ठीक है, मतलब attend भी उतना नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है, I don't want that. Okay, but that is very administrative sort of a thing. If the notes are basically given early, your mind is not fresh. Is that clear? It is not fresh. You start reading. Okay, through the filter of what is already written, of what has already been read. Okay, your ability to explore the concept, the idea, the theory, the framework actually reduces. You will not be able to explore it in multiple sort of dimensions in comparison to somebody who is basically not constrained in their thinking. So when you come to the class, okay, for a particular topic, I want, okay, there is no border. Okay, I want broad thinking first. I want you to ask 100 types of questions and I will answer all 100. Okay, unless it's highly irrelevant to anthropology, of course. Okay, but there should be all of these things. I want you to struggle a little bit. I want you to, wo struggle jo hoga na, that actually builds your depth. If the notes are already there, thinking becomes limited to what Sir has given already, not what all is possible. Okay, what I teach in class is going to be a lot broader and a lot more sort of in-depth than what UPSC basically requires from you. I'll repeat this. What I teach in class is much broader than what UPSC needs. Okay, but after class, I have a job. I have to basically sit. I have to compress. I have to filter it. And then you get to see what is actually required for studying, writing assignments, using, and so on. Okay, which is actually a smaller subset of the fuller sort of concept. Okay, anthro is this big. Here I'm going to go this big. Okay, but of course, later you have to do a lot subset. Okay, of that particular subject. Okay, of that particular concept. So if the notes come first, ये distinction जो है, okay, the distinction between, the broader teaching in class, okay, the more in-depth sort of thing in class, and what is actually required for UPSC becomes a little smaller. Okay, so, that is one important sort of point. Another point is basically when the notes are basically made available early, your participation drops, the live attendance drops, your engagement becomes passive. Live class basically has a huge value. Okay, especially for an optional subject. GS के लिए I don't think so, but of course you listen to your teachers and your faculty. Okay, I feel कि GS के लिए it is a little more school level का है. It is still things that you can basically do by yourself. Okay, optional ऐसा नहीं है. Okay, top 1% का optional का is basically not like this. Okay, optional is basically at a master sort of a level. Okay, it's a long-term sort of asset. It is not just short-term. ये पढ़ लो, रट लो, लिख लो. Okay, real doubts come after listening, after reflecting. First, you have to explore the topic with me here in class. Then you can consolidate through your class notes and handouts and things like this. Okay, and yes, I include your class doubts, in your notes, in the final sort of handouts that are going to be given to you, in your notes that are going to be given to you. So most confusion is already basically addressed because मुझे पता है कि what is giving you some trouble. Okay? So it becomes a proper sort of feedback sort of loop. So the flow is very simple. Okay, first, conceptual clarity in class without your mind being constrained कि सिर्फ इतना चाहिए हमें. Okay? Then later, okay, so conceptual clarity, broader sort of thinking, exploring multiple sort of angles and dimensions, then filtered sort of handout for revision, studying, writing, and so on. So this is a very intentional thing. Okay, and it works best this way. Sometimes the formatting team might forget and then upload it a little early, but I will tell you कि ऐसा आप open मत करो, पहले सुनो, like you learn it from me, ठीक है, to what extent, what comfort, what breadth, what depth you should have, ठीक है, then you can basically go at your notes and handouts. Is that clear? Okay, so I hope that this is not going to be a question that is going to be asked again. Okay, so everybody is clear, right? One thing that I need from you, fatafat, is as soon as the email address is actually posted in your portal, I want you to email me with an intro. And the mail address is going to be provided in your portal. Different batches ke liye, it is going to be different. So after, whenever we start, there are going to be multiple sort of batches that are going parallelly. So, depending upon your portal का जो भी email address है, उसमें आपको भेजना है. What do you basically do? Even if you're basically doing any kind of submission, there is a particular instruction for it. If you make any sort of submission or you ask any particular question, but you've not followed the instructions, okay, I will not take it up. ठीक है, because I have a list of students that have been provided and you are there, मतलब आपको admission receipt वगैरह देना है to tell me कि you're of this particular batch, ठीक है, you have to maintain a particular thread. उसका मतलब है कि मतलब learn how to use Gmail, right? Email, how to use it professionally, right? There is going to be only one particular thread. That means, never change the subject and never compose the second mail. It should always be, पहली बार आप compose करोगे, every other time it should be reply. ठीक है, don't change the subject, because if you change the subject ना, वो पूरा conversation is not going to be visible. So if you send me an answer and I have basically given you feedback previously, उसका जो मैंने feedback दिया है, these are the things that you're doing well, these are the areas that I'm asking you to work, and you have given me the third assignment, but I don't have access to any of these things. ठीक है, तो मतलब I cannot. ठीक है, what am I supposed to, you get the picture, right? So I will not be, I don't know who this particular student is. मुझे ऐसे भी students आते हैं, मतलब emails आते हैं from students who are not part of our course. ठीक है, वो भी है. तो initially तो मैं ऐसा करता था कि because I was not just checking it, and because of the students who are basically enrolled, उनका feedback becomes delayed. ठीक है, my job, my duty is basically to you. Okay, first and foremost, I will help them, but not at the cost of basically delaying your sort of help. ठीक है, so it has to be very clear कि आपके email से it has to be. How do you basically send your assignment? उसके लिए what should be the MB? ठीक है, for every 10 pages, max 1 MB. So if you're basically sending me something that is, let's say 100 pages, max 8-9 MB के अंदर करोगे, तो it will be fine. ठीक है, मतलब so there are certain kind of rules. This will be again posted in your portal, so please do go through and read this. ठीक है? Okay, and if you're writing an assignment, there should be your name. Okay, what is your first name? So if I basically say ki, the name is, let's say ki Sachin Tendulkar. ठीक है, so Sachin Tendulkar _ AFA, Anthro Foundation, wala batch, ठीक है, batch number, what is it? Okay, it is going to be your batch number 4. Okay, underscore, the topic name. So let's say biological anthropology, evolution, whatever it is, ठीक है, so that later for you also it will be very easy, and after I evaluate it, I should be able to know कि किसका है. ठीक है, whom should I basically reply, the feedback to. ठीक है, so it should not be that difficult for me. When you're writing, it should be 15 lines per page. Again, those things I'll go through a little later, right? So in optional में ना, अगर आप देखोगे, there are only 3 different types of questions. There's the short answer question, 10 marker, long answer question, which is 15 marker. These 2 are there in your GS as well. Of course, the writing in GS and optional is very, very different. Okay, very different है. ठीक है, so वहाँ पे आपको क्या करना है, वहाँ पे वो बताएंगे. ठीक है, optional is very different. Anthro optional में क्या scoring है, कैसे करना है, I'll basically tell you. But we also have a much longer sort of question, which is a 20 marker. Okay, interestingly enough, 10 markers are the hardest. ठीक है, the more you prepare, okay, 10 markers become harder, 15 and 20 marker, you'll be fine. In fact, you'll be very much at ease at 20 markers. But 10 markers, how do I basically put everything that I know and still be able to sort of stand out in comparison to these 20 people or 2,000 people? How many of people are clearing with this optional for this particular year? ठीक है, it'll become a little difficult. ठीक है, not in the beginning. Okay, right? So the number of lines per page, be very clear. Okay, you've got to write 15 lines per page. Okay, depending upon, 15 lines per page अगर लिख रहे हो, generally 5 to 6 words आप लिखोगे per page. Okay, so if you take a look at 10 markers, it is going to be कितने words? it is going to be 150 words का एक limit. ठीक है? So if you basically write 15 lines and let's say कि आप 5 words per line आप लिख रहे हो, how many words has it been? 15 times 5 is basically what, guys? It is 75. So 75 words here, 75 words here. So that way, that's basically what is most comfortable for somebody in UPSC who are going through. And that way, you're not basically counting ki kitne number of lines are there, kitne number of words are there, how many have I written. Nahi. Just maintain this from the very beginning. Okay, 15 lines per page. Please do not write 20. Kabhi nahi ho payega. Most of the students I've basically shown you who are in the rank list, okay, they write even less than that. Okay, people have scored 150 plus writing 12. Okay, 12 and a half, 13, but you can write 15. Okay, and then later validation mein thoda sa maybe you can basically add, but don't go beyond that, right? When you're writing, let's try to make it as UPSC oriented or in the UPSC format as possible. 15 hai to matlab 3 pages. ठीक है, 15 lines, 15 lines, 15 lines. So 30 lines, 45 lines, and the last one is going to be total कितने हुए? It is going to be 60 lines. Okay, 4 pages. Actually, the spaces वगैरह वो देते हैं, उससे ज़्यादा आप नहीं लिख पाओगे. ठीक है, if you want to write and and you have not been able to complete your answer, if you flip to the next page में there is the next question that begins. ठीक है, so मतलब end of end of it. Sometimes it can also become end of an attempt itself. Okay, so you don't want that. So this is something that you want to learn from now on. Generally, you will have 2 papers for anthropology, right? So it is going to be 250 marks and 250 marks. GS may, like, you see, right? So 100 marks is generally considered to be good, depending upon the paper. Some papers may 100 marks nahi aate hain, is basically, you will see. Some papers may a little more than 100, you will see. But net, let's say कि 100 is 100 on average यहाँ पे मिलेगा. You want anthro top 1%, you're going after 150 plus. ठीक है, बहुत सारे of our students are basically doing it. It is not a pretty big deal. ठीक है, we have so many students who are basically hitting 160 or close thereabouts. ठीक है, मतलब when you're coming here top 1%, you've got to aim much higher. ठीक है, even on a bad day, मतलब you should not basically fall beyond 155. You get the picture, right? These days, ठीक है, previously तो मतलब is 3 years ago, ठीक है, the marks used to be even more. ठीक है, मतलब 340, 350, मतलब 160, 165, close to 180 वगैरह तो scores गए हैं, but of course the cutoff is also a lot higher. Okay, so that is that. But for today's time period, this is basically very good. Short notes, you will make things like this. In fact, forget the short notes, I'll go through in detail, but can you see this? I always tell students, on the last day, okay, of whatever program that we are doing, okay, take a picture of, your entire sort of volume. Okay, not what I have given. ठीक है, that is my effort. ठीक है, what is, मतलब आपके blood, sweat and tears, आपके callus, आपके finger का pain, ठीक है, आपके मतलब this entire thing is going to, if you're righty, मतलब this entire sort of musculature is going to be hurting you. Okay, tendons, ligaments, muscles, ठीक है, your मतलब even fat is going to hurt. ठीक है, so मतलब literally ऐसा है, थोड़ा सा exaggerate कर रहा हूँ, but you will ऐसा है, but this is the kind of writing that they do. So when I tell you कि हम बहुत करेंगे, ठीक है, we do it together, ठीक है, and I'll give you a proper sort of direction, I'll give you a proper sort of a guidance. ठीक है, now I know कि not everybody is going to do it, मतलब unless you are a very different sort of a batch, जहाँ पे everybody is doing it, ठीक है, it's not realistic. ठीक है, some of you are basically here because your parents want you to do UPSC, not you. I understand, how much ever you want to do, आप कर लो, ठीक है, but some of you are very very keen, ठीक है, मतलब you're fighting your entire your ecosystem, your entire society to be able to pursue this. Okay? This is basically what you do, and I will be there completely with you and helping you to basically drive something like this. Okay? Is this what you want to do? Karoge? Who wants to do this? See it, say you will do it, believe it, and manifest it. Okay? It's not something that you cannot do. Okay? So when you think, how do I get my students to basically clear in the very first attempt, right? 90% of the students have basically shown you a very first mains. I want first mains के students. ठीक है, it is really possible because मुझे पता है कि क्या करना है, कैसे करना है. 2 things I know: what to do and how to do, in what kind of sequence, in what kind of order, what first, what second, what third, what is the most efficient sort of manner. ठीक है, I just need some support, and every batch में I get some gems. ठीक है, some stars, quiet होंगे, ठीक है, but वो करेंगे. ठीक है, literally everything that I ask of them, students will do. Okay, and उसका benefit भी वो reap करेंगे. And you'll send me a picture like this, ठीक है, and say, feels very good to see them. Now imagine you walk into that exam hall, ठीक है, literally, with this in the last 3 months. Imagine your mindset. ठीक है, when you walk in there, you feel like मतलब you are the king of the jungle or the queen. You get it, right? मतलब anybody there, 5th attempt, 6th attempt, 7th attempt doesn't necessarily matter. Doesn't bother you. ठीक है, have you done this? ठीक है, I am here because I deserve. ठीक है, I am expecting a top 1% because I deserve. ठीक है, and none of these things you have to do by yourself. ठीक है, every one of these questions, every step में I will guide. ठीक है, I'm like a मतलब school का tuition. Okay, very much, school like. ठीक है, it's not going to be something that is very university like literally assignments, deadlines, क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, कैसे structure करना है, ठीक है, what kind of challenges everything is going to be planned and guided. ठीक है, for those of you who are willing to do it. ठीक है. One thing that I would basically suggest from you is that try to avoid backlogs. ठीक है, if you do not, last 2 days you did not attend, मान लो there's a situation like this, it's very difficult to make a comeback. So catching up with backlogs is probably one of the hardest things in life. Okay, I generally say this, the worst thing in the world is basically backlogs. Ethnocentrism, but of course I would say it is even backlogs. Okay, it's very difficult to make a comeback after these backlogs. I've seen this again and again amongst the best of students. Okay, students start with the full sort of energy. Okay, then slowly a few classes get missed. Okay, then a few topics basically get postponed. Then suddenly, you have this dawn. It dawns upon you that there is a backlog. क्या होता है? What happens? It's without a plan. The backlog keeps growing. कितना भी आप कर रहे हो, कितना भी 2x कर रहे हो, कितना भी sleep को sacrifice कर रहे हो, health को sacrifice कर रहे हो, ठीक है, backlogs only increase. वो कम होते ही नहीं है. GS optional, same thing. ठीक है, you just see to this. You keep thinking that I'll finish it tonight, I'll finish it today, I'll finish it tomorrow. ठीक है, I will manage it somehow, but it just does not happen. It basically keeps piling and piling. उसके बाद mentally it becomes very difficult. Backlogs is not just about content, it's about that mental pressure. Mental pressure makes it very, very difficult. So what is the solution here? I'm going to tell you, have a clear plan, have a very strict sort of a schedule, have fixed sort of deadlines. My deadlines have got to be your deadlines. If there is a class today, you're not feeling well, you have a bad sort of headache, doesn't matter. Attend somehow. If you're not able to sort of get 110% of what I give you, try to take in 90, try to take in 60, try to take in 50. इसके बाद जाके वो करना becomes very difficult for you. You understand, na? Catching up becomes, like practically it becomes impossible. Why? Because the mind always chooses an easier sort of option. Okay, it avoids these difficult pending works. Okay, it is the same 3-hour class, 2.5-hour class, but when it's a backlog, it feels a lot heavier. Okay, so which batchmates basically finish strong? Okay, is it the ones who are the most intelligent? Is it the ones who basically went to the best sort of universities, colleges? Is it the ones who basically nothing? Okay, it is the ones who generally follow the deadlines. वो structured plan जो मैं देता हूँ, वो उनके लिए it's a sacrosanct, very strict sort of deadlines. ठीक है, वो discipline basically keeps them on track. So when they are done, those 4 months, they are actually done with their anthro. ठीक है, for somebody else, there'll be a lot of these kind of pileups. So as much as possible, discipline रखो. ठीक है, discipline is more important than motivation. Motivation से backlogs करना बहुत मुश्किल है, because motivation आता है जाता है. ठीक है, it comes and goes. ठीक है, but discipline stays. So discipline comes from planning and deadline. So as much as possible, all I would say is that from today, what you should do is that just tell yourself, write in your table, your library, your seat, your desk, whatever it is, okay, that I will not have any backlogs, anything but backlogs. ठीक है, and अगर वो फिर भी हो जाता है, then we'll have to really see. ठीक है, and whenever you have these kind of plans and all these things, make it specific, make it measurable, make it very time bound. ठीक है, so many idea यहाँ पे, the main idea here is going to be the backlog is, it can become your biggest sort of a problem. ठीक है, but backlog in itself is not the problem. ठीक है, it is the lack of a good structure to be able to sort of like make up with it. So please try to avoid backlogs at any cost. Let's say that I've given you 50 questions to do. Okay, are you going to be able to do every single question, every single sort of submission? No, you're not going to be able to do it. Okay, realistically मैं बता रहा हूँ, but at least you do some of those. So that particular module, you feel कि what? Okay, I have written some assignments, some answers, and I feel कि I'm kind of comfortable in that area. ठीक है, handle कर पाऊँगा और कर पाऊँगी. Is that clear? Because that deadline is going to be sacrosanct. ठीक है, उसके बाद submissions I'm not going to be able to take. ठीक है, whoever has submitted, I'm going to do it in one go, and then I'm going to do it. उसके बाद I cannot have students who are basically submitting at a different sort of a time. Becomes very difficult. It's going to delay so many things, for the other things. ठीक है, मेरा entire thing. So it is going to be whatever is the deadline, उसके पहले आप कर लो. ठीक है. Another thing, I've had students who basically, my expectation from you, okay, it's very simple, very clear. Focus on what I give you in class. Okay, focus on that conceptual clarity. Focus on the class notes. Focus on the handouts that I give. Please do not keep running behind too many sources. You don't need anything apart from what I give you. ठीक है, अगर आपको एक्स्ट्रा टाइम आपको लग रहा है, you just see to it कि मतलब फटाफट आप प्रीलिम्स क्लियर कर रहे हो, ठीक है, and then mains मतलब you see what I give you itself to be able to do that is very difficult, ठीक है, and that is more than sufficient. All my students के लिए, one of the reasons why they basically do really well is because your mind is not scattered. ठीक है, one of the biggest mistakes that people basically make is that go and collect. ठीक है, they collect more and more and they learn less and less. Your mind, when there is a particular question, your mind is not even able to sort of like scan. ठीक है, कहाँ पे scan करना है? You understand, right? So there should be only one particular place. Okay? So please do not repeat the mistakes of some past students. Okay? I can give you so many real examples, right? One student basically had notes of like some thousands of pages, okay, but very little sort of progress. I had students who were basically just attended the class for 2.5, 3 months and they were able to write much better sort of answers. With 1,000 pages, then last minute में आके पूछेंगे कि मतलब इसको हम कैसे revise करेंगे, कैसे study करेंगे, how do I basically write this, how are the other people basically doing it? You understand, right? It becomes very, very difficult. You want to basically become a topper with manageable amount of stuff. Okay? But the students have corrected it, said I don't want any of these kind of sources. I'm going to basically stick with this. Okay, I'm going to make a comeback, and one student has made a comeback. 2026 batch. Only one student basically made that comeback. Okay, then improvement basically came. Okay, so learn from others' mistakes. Okay, you don't have to make, you don't have to experience all the failures by yourself. Okay, whatever I tell you, you can just do it. Okay, quality is more important here than quantity. Okay, the whole point is, it is my job to try to make your material as small as possible. Okay, not going to be always be able to do it. Okay, but it is going to be, that is my job. Okay, I cannot make it so big and then expect you to do everything and then be able to sort of clear in your very first attempt. नहीं हो पाएगा. ठीक है, you can't store it, right? And you don't need it. They are not expecting you to have like a lot of rote memory and like mugging up a lot of things. Okay, it's about how clearly can you think from anthropological lens. Okay, how well can you structure your answers? How relevant your answer is to the demand of that particular question. That's it. Okay, if you can do justice to this, okay, you can do it with less. If you cannot score 160 with what I give you, okay, you cannot score 160 with anything else that you do. Is that kind of clear? Okay, it is only going to go lesser. Okay, so again, just I'll repeat this. Finish assignments, okay? Finish assignments on time, no delays. Assignments are not extra work. They are basically your practice ground. If you delay them, you keep delaying your own sort of improvement. Okay, deadlines are going to be sacrosanct. Us din ke baad, I'm not going to accept those assignments. Okay, because it's not fair to the other students. I've got to move on with the next task. Okay, so lastly, I'll basically say ki, I'll ask me some questions. Okay, I know that I've crossed the 11 ka time, but overall, na, agar aap dekhoge, trust the process. Many students basically panic, okay, because they don't know, they're thinking about the final sort of exam. I don't want you to think about the final sort of exam. I want you to think about what we have to do here. If you do all of these things for the next 3-4 months, na, your exam ke liye you'll be better prepared. But if you keep thinking exam, matlab hum nahi karenge. If you follow the system that I lay out for you, okay, fast improvement is almost guaranteed. Okay, and that's the most important thing. And last, okay, if I can just tell you, UPSC जो है, it is basically a nice struggle. Okay, there's no doubt about this, right? So it is not something that you're going to enjoy. Okay, but what I would suggest is, even in that struggle, there is a sense of enjoyment. Okay, when you basically look back at your life, these are the days jahan pe, okay, every single day I had so many of these deadlines and tasks and reading and classes and all of that. Okay, every single day I fought. Okay, I wouldn't say that every single day I was like excelling in everything, but I was able to survive every single day. Take my head above the water. Okay, I survived. If you can survive, these 4 months, 80 something, 80, 90 some classes, take if you can do that, trust me, you are going to be on par with almost any student, regardless of their number of attempts. Is that clear? Class timing is 11, but when I say 11, I basically have to come to this teaching studio, and it is basically rented out. So I basically I rent this place for the time period we have to teach. Okay, so what happens is that there is going to be a 15 to 20 minute sort of transition. And transition essentially means that somebody who's teaching exactly at 11 wo stop karenge nahi karenge, we don't know. Okay, just like when I have to basically, I cannot midway basically stop. Like school mein bell rings and the teacher has to leave. Okay, aisa nahi hota hai. Okay, I have to finish that topic. So thoda sa sir please wait, or ma'am प्लीज वेट, ये तो चलता है, ठीक है. एंड they have to basically remove all of their equipment, all of their things, and then I have to do it. So generally class will start at 11:15 or 11:20. 11:15 के लिए आप log in कर लो. Is that clear? So we will say 11, ठीक है, but the class is basically at 11:15. Is that clear? So what time is the class? OS, yes, I will guide you to write. You don't know how to write, ठीक, मतलब मुझे ही guide करना पड़ेगा. What time is the class? 11:15. Good. DP, Kanishk, OS, DH, good. Just confirming, we don't require any other books suggested generally for anthropology. For all this, you don't need. Okay, I'll just repeat it. You don't need. Okay, whatever you need, okay, will be given here, but ability to use that. See, actually now, as I told you, right, so there are only a few concepts in anthropology. They're expecting you to be able to use those concepts in order to write the answer, not, keep compiling more and more unnecessary things to write answers. Okay, can you use the same sort of things that are given in your syllabus? Okay, the course basically focuses a lot, completely on the syllabus. I say कि माता पिता गुरुदेव, ठीक है, यहाँ पे it is syllabus, माता पिता गुरुदेव. Okay, every word in your syllabus is considered important. Okay, please don't, nobody should come and ask here which is important, which is not important, from your syllabus here. During the foundation program, every single shabd in your syllabus is going to be, it is considered like the Vedas. Okay, and assignments are generally going to be mostly PYQs, and some areas say questions nahi aate hain, so wahan pe I'll give you some questions and things like this. And test series it is slightly different. The more focus is going to be on the more testable sort of areas. Is that clear? But foundation it is going to be every single part of the syllabus. The course is basically about the syllabus. Exactly, every word of the syllabus. AU, you're asking me कि will there be deadlines? See, deadlines are meant to be ample time. अगर होगा तो मतलब it's not a deadline. जितना भी मैं time देता हूँ तब तक आप start भी नहीं करोगे, ठीक है? But one thing that I've actually noticed is that the working professionals basically submit the earliest. Working professionals and mothers, ठीक है, young kids के mothers जो है ना, so the busier you are, the more conditioned you are to have proper sort of time management. Okay, so working is basically not an excuse for you to not be able to do it. You are actually going to do better than people who have to get used to this, this timing and timelines and all of that. Okay, you will actually do a lot better. VS, give me an intro. What did you give me an intro? Where are you from? All that. Email wala portion, show particular slide wala, so I can read the instructions. It will be posted in your portal. ठीक है, आप देख सकते हो. But just in case you want, because I might change some of those. एक एडमिशन रिसीट वगैरह मिलेगा कि it tells me कि which particular एक PDF मिलता है आपको सारथी से and all of that. ठीक है, so that there is no discrepancy between your name and the list that is given to me and who's sending me, because I will be getting emails from a lot of people. ठीक है, मुझे पता है, ठीक है, and there are a lot of them, but I want to know कि you are actually हमारी student. I have to prioritize you. You don't have to take down anything that I give you here. Whatever is going to be here is for me, okay, so that I remember what all other things that I have to cover. Okay, there, or sometimes I might have my diary where I basically write down some things that I basically have to ensure that I cover. Okay, whatever you need will probably be given, or in your handouts, classes and all of that. But if I basically ask you to note something down, then you can note it. Generally, I'll also have these kind of quizzes, fun quizzes mein rakhta hoon, because it's kind of like a recap. Okay, so if I basically say, guys, it's an important sort of a book. The name of the book is The Origin of Species. Okay, written by so-and-so in the so-and-so kind of year. After a few days you will get the picture कि ये आपका quiz question होगा subsequently. ठीक है, so then you can basically note down some fun facts like this. There were some other questions earlier. If anybody else has any questions. VT, where are you from? Okay, I'll have to basically go through your introductions. Anyways, if you tell me, I tend to forget. ठीक है, I have gone, my brain basically is not able to sort of hold too many things now. Okay, so I keep having this forgetting wala syndrome. So it takes me a while. Unlike you, you're very fresh. Okay, you're young. You are able to sort of remember a lot of things. Okay, observe a lot of things. So if you don't want to do that to your brain, okay, get a good amount of sleep. Sacrifice anything. Okay, but don't sacrifice sleep in UPSC. Sacrificing sleep will not get long term mein, okay, it basically always gives you, it's not a positive thing. It doesn't help you in your UPSC preparation also. Is that clear? Okay, so I'm not seeing any other questions. Okay. Excellent. Where am I? Bharatiya. So one more question. My analytical thinking so poor, so will it improve through lectures? It will be improved through lectures or answer writing or doing assignments. A, B, C, and there is an option D, which is all of the above. Okay, so all of the above se hota hai. See, you don't compare yourself to others, and neither should you basically say ki I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that. Okay, you should always say ki I'm going to try. As long as you're basically trying, trust me, you're going to be. If you're better off tomorrow in comparison to your today, okay, there is even a 0.1% improvement in some way, okay, you're still growing, and these things will basically compound in the long term. Starting me, it is always going to be slow. Please do not expect any sort of big scale improvement, or a gain in the very short period. Okay, it is always going to be, the curve is going to be like this. You have to go through some struggle, and then you sort of reach here. And one more thing that I'll tell you, generally the people at the top, of a batch, towards the end of the batch, they don't tend to be the people who are the best in the beginning. Okay, it is always the people who basically struggled, and then suddenly, they got comfortable, and now they are at the top wala thing. Most of the toppers are the same. Okay, if somebody asked me on the very first week, can you tell me who could be the toppers, I would have not guessed their names. They were more sort of flashy, better, more confident, those kind of personalities. Okay, but second half of the course, if you had asked me, I would have said, okay, these guys basically have the strongest sort of chance to clear it in the very first meets. Is that clear? Okay, so that's all I have for orientation. I don't think you guys have any other questions. So we will catch up. The day the class begins, it is going to start in the next week, and the date is going to be posted in your portal. Okay, the date for the class is actually going to be posted in your portal itself. Is that clear? It is going to be posted in your portal. Okay, I'll just discuss with them, and then whatever date they give us, I think it might be Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. Come to class, attend live, do everything that we say here. Take care, participate, interact, make mistakes. Okay, you will grow, and write it somewhere. Okay, no backlogs, and I want to clear in my very first attempt, which is really possible. Many students have actually done it. Take care. Please don't look at the others who have not done it. Okay. In fact, I don't have too many students who have basically taken very long. Right? Don't compare yourself with somebody else. If you do the X, Y, Z's that I basically tell you, you are going to be through very soon. Okay, and that is also going to be because of your option. Okay, I know what it takes. Okay, I know what I know. If I can basically give you a certain percentage of what I know to you, if you can become partially like me, comfortable, understanding, appreciating of this particular subject, there is no way somebody can stop you in means. It's a promise. Okay, so with that, I will end today, and then we will catch up in the coming week. I think it might be Tuesday or Wednesday, but the date is going to be given to us. It'll be told to me. It'll be told to you also. It'll be posted in your portal. Okay, so welcome to Anthropology. Okay, I think you've made the right decision. Okay, you will understand it a lot later. Okay, a lot of people don't understand. I kind of feel there is something in anthropology that is that makes it possible sooner, and you've taken it. Okay, you will not regret it. Take the choice, you will not definitely regret. Okay, so see you. Bye-bye. Take care. See you next week.